Lizzo threatens to quit music and go live on a farm due to the overwhelming push of fatphobic comments that have come through on her page lately. This is one of those things. On a different day, I'll laugh at this, and I'm probably going to laugh here. But at the same time, you do something like what she does, you're going to get a lot of hate comments, and it's probably hard to deal with from time to time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying she doesn't have it coming given what she's pushing. Like, look, if you're going to make your body image, like a niche body type, part of your business model, you're going to have to see something like this coming. Like, it's going to be part of what's going to happen to you. And she says, I'm not trying to be fat, but I'm not trying to be smaller either. Because somebody pointed out, they're like, how can she be the size she is when she's running around on stage that much? But we talk all the time about, like, you look at NFL linebackers who are enormous and you can't win them because they're in such good shape.
But dude, they don't get called fat. They get called big. Yeah. But they don't get, there's a clear difference.
Well, that's because they're not, like, making it a part of their business model.
Like, it doesn't matter if you, like, Lizzo says she eats clean and she does nothing. Yep. And I'm like, yo,
does nothing.
If you eat 5,000 calories of healthy food, you're still eating 5,000 calories.
Right. You only burn 2,000 a day.
So it says, y'all don't know how close I am to giving up on everyone and quitting and enjoying my money and my man on an effing farm.
You should do that anyway. Stop threatening us. That sounds fun. That sounds relaxing.
She says, I'm not trying to be fat. I'm not trying to be smaller. I'm literally just trying to live and be healthy. This is what my body looks like even when I'm eating super clean and working out. Y'all speak on S you don't know nothing about. But that wasn't the part that I found the most concerning. At the end, well, first of all, there's all the positive affirmations. I am this, I am that. And this is where the joke comes in. We're like, well, if girls think Lizzo's so beautiful, why do they get annoyed when I compare them to her? But she says at the end, she says, I may not be one person's ideal body type, like, say, Kim Kardashian might not be someone's ideal body type, but she's a body icon and has created a modern-day beauty standard. And what I'm doing is stepping into my confidence and my power to create my own beauty standard, and one day that will just be the standard. So she's saying that everybody will one day look at Lizzo as the beauty standard.
Well, she's kind of right, because getting yourself to look like Kim Kardashian is not healthy, and neither is getting yourself to look like Lizzo. Kim Kardashian's 50% plastic. It's a lot of surgeries and enhancements that normal people do not need, should not do. And Lizzo's letting yourself go for however many years. Both are very unhealthy lifestyle choices. So, but she is right. She's right. Kim Kardashian is an icon for being unhealthy, as is she.
Well, Lizzo claims to not have been letting herself go for many years, right? Yeah. She worked out.
I just saw a photo, like I think this morning or last night, of Lizzo when she was a kid, but she was not big, like, right?
Really?
She wasn't skinny, but she was not like this, right? So, like, she, like, your metabolism slows down when you get older, and she did not adjust for that.
And let's face it, the reason people get annoyed is not because you look the way you do. It's because you elevate it to the level of poetry and act like it's some great thing to be aspired to. You can't be mad when people push back on that. Yeah. You've made it part of your business model. Also, the first thing I thought of when I saw this, and I'm not lying, do you remember, you might have even been on one of the shows when Rebel Wilson, do you know who Rebel Wilson is, the actress?
Yeah.
So she had clauses in her contracts that she wasn't allowed to lose a certain amount of weight when she was playing roles. Because when you're shoehorned in as the fat humor, you're costing the studio money if you are no longer able to portray the fat humor. I don't buy that there isn't some type of language in her brand deals that require her to push things and remain at a certain size. At the very least, very, very vague language that means that she has to be able to represent what is in the best interest of this product. If you're going to be on Fabletics advertising team, you have to look a certain way,
there's only two, like, actual realities here. Is one, she's got a medical condition, which maybe she is trying really hard to lose weight and she just can't because of a medical condition. Exactly. And if she doesn't know, whatever, but if she does, well, that's not normal, right? This is
right.
like,
You can't have the standard be medical condition.
Right.
Fact.
This is an outlier. This is special circumstance. And if it's not a medical condition, well, she's just lying then. Whether she's lying to herself or lying to everybody, it's the same result. It's like, if you are not burning more calories than you're putting in, you're not going to lose weight.
There's a possibility. I mean,
with her, she's going to need surgery. You know how much extra skin is going to be there? And it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
I
sure
don't
doctors
doubt.
have told her that.
I mean, but I don't doubt that she gets being on stage that much, she's getting exercise.
And plus she's so big, she's probably burning even more calories.
Exactly. So she's probably actually in fairly, like, is it possible to be in good shape but stay that size without a medical condition? I don't know.
She'll die eventually from a heart attack.
Listen, sumo wrestlers are regarded as pretty healthy.
What?
But for being as big as they are, they're actually pretty healthy. Now, I don't listen, at the end of the day, she's an American too, and we know how crap the American diet is.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's no way. I just don't understand how because you're right, she has a lot of activity, but how have we seen no weight loss?
Look, but the thing, I get the bravado and the exhaustion that she's feeling. Like, people say enough bad stuff about you, and you're just sick of it and you want to be done with it. And she's made enough money. She doesn't need to go and keep doing this.
Well,
if she doesn't want to.
I don't know why she's even
Why
she's looking for people to be like, no, queen, I love you.
Exactly.
Don't go anywhere.
She's not actually going to go live on a
because
farm.
I think that's not even because I don't like Lizzo. Like, I think that's a good, healthy choice to do regardless of your circumstance.
And this is the price you pay for monetizing a controversial issue.
Because Lizzo, whether or not you were skinny, they'd find something else to roast you about. Like, that's what the internet does. That's what fans of icons do.
But also,
they
remember,
will always find something.
Adele got crap, and she didn't even make her size part of her business model. Not in the same way. I mean, a bunch of weird people identified with her in a way that she can't stop them from doing, but she would actually call that out. She's like, look, I'm not here to be your savior or to represent you. I'm just me. And she still got flack when she decided to lose weight and get in shape. And the same with Rebel Wilson.
It's jealousy. It's jealousy and spite from people who might look similar to Lizzo. And then when they see someone getting healthy and actually all the work paying off, they get mad. They get jealous because they aren't trying as hard as someone else is. And
also, they develop unhealthy relationships with with these people where they start to, we're going to be talking about that more in the Taylor Swift segment, but they develop really, really unhealthy parasocial relationships with people that they find a hard time separating themselves from. It's where you get a lot of this content where, Taylor Swift fans have turned her into some type of comic book character almost. There's lore.
Insane.
There's lore behind her. There's member bears.
I was up here literally on the floor. I was so frustrated. I'm like, why does every album now that she puts out, she has to put another one out right after that says Taylor's version? What was the first album you put out? Are you not Taylor Swift? Are you not the performer of the album? Oh my god!
Flash could be the second greatest superhero film ever, says Brett. Michelle Rodriguez's body in Fast X. Michelle Rodriguez seemed to keep herself in very good shape in those movies. She had defined musculature. I'm here for it. And then we saw those comments recently from 2015 where she's like, "Why are they race changing all the superheroes?
Just come up with your own stories."
And I'm like, "Let's go!" Oh, also, I didn't even show this one today. For the fans of Fast X, they're making a Hobbs spinoff that's not Hobbs and Shaw. So The Rock is getting his own spinoff without Jason Statham. So that's gonna happen. For Lizzo, I just the only reaction though in these cases, you're not going to have some type of, even if you have a bunch of introspection about what all this means, putting it out there is always just asking for trouble, because the second you show weakness, people pounce.
Yeah.
So the only answer for them is more bravado, more ego. So on a certain level, I understand it, and I don't even have a problem with it, but I do think she's unhealthy.
Yeah, but again, listen, this is the life that you're living in. You can't demand, there's this weird assumption that you when you get to a certain status that you're immune from criticism. It's not the case. Your criticism increases tenfold when your status goes up.
And they they get to enjoy all the benefits of using those controversial issues to their benefit, Right? So if you get to use all of that glory that comes from standing on your soapbox for these social issues, you can't be surprised when people push back or get weirded out when people end up being upset with you, when people who identified with you so inherently start to turn on you when you decide to change anything about yourself. Like,
did she have a McDonald's meal named after her? I can't remember if she was one of them.
Lizzo burger?
No. Remember they had like the BTS meal.
There was
Travis Scott.
I remember the Travis Scott.
Didn't
burger.
she have one too?
I have no idea. I feel like she would have like not done that. Like,
or would she?
She gets like a vegetarian burger.
I swear there was some kind of food partnership.
To subvert
I'm thinking
expectations. She gets the vegetarian burger.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she was in an ad trying the Impossible Burger.
No, Kim Kardashian had the creepy ad with the Impossible Burger where she clearly isn't eating it. She's like fake eating the burger.
Right.
Well, on that note, tomorrow's National Donut Day, so
Is it?
you can get free donuts at places.
What's your favorite kind of donut?
Probably Krispy Kreme for like the chains, like the main ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like.
I've never seen the appeal of like a Krispy Kreme donut.
Oh, they're so much better.
Like a
than,
glazed donut.
Well, they have all kinds, but
Did
it's
you
just
see-
like a lot lighter than Dunkin' Donuts.
Did you see Dunkin' change its name? It's just Dunkin' now.
Oh, that's what it's like. Who
Like
did that?
Dunkin'
Domino's
Toy
did
Chest?
that like 10 years ago. Domino's dropped Domino's Pizza. It's just Domino's.
Wow, I never even noticed
I didn't
that.
even know there was a pizza on the end of it. I just called it Domino's
Same.
Pizza. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So they dropped the pizza like 10 years ago. So it's just Domino's now.
Now I'm picturing Lizzo. Like, Lizzo gets all of these advertisement
Drops
requests.
the Zoe, it's just Liz.
It's just Liz. Or just
Oh,
Zoe.
Yeah.
Dude, she'd be a good actress for like a before photo for like all the medical treatments and stuff.
Before and after.
That's
Yeah.
really mean, Kellen.
But somebody points out, they said, how can she? And I also I fail to have all the sympathy for her because of her stance, where she keeps talking about like bringing drag queens out on stage in defiance of the law, and then being surprised when people get like you're going to get in trouble for that, because she did that in Tennessee, which means, like I said, she is attached herself to all these social issues, and then gets mad when people disagree with her.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get that. We don't get that option. Like, if we're gonna have to talk about this stuff, then we have to accept the pushback that comes back. That comes with it as well. That's part of it. You can choose to not read it and ignore it, which she can do. She's part of the establishment system. She doesn't need to read anything that's said about her.
Right, unless she has like an assistant who's pulling up her tweets every morning and like good morning, today this person said X about you.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like. If you're like a social media personality or an influencer, you kind of have to do that yourself to stay in touch with your audience, to stay in tune with your audience. But if you're part of the establishment media, you get to just pick and choose. You can pay attention to whatever you want to pay attention to because you've got people that do that for you.
It's like Cartman from South Park. Send me a list of the best comments only.
Yes, well, it's not a horrible idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Lizzo for me is one of those ones where it's like, what do you expect? This is going to happen when you stay that hard on social issues like that.
Dude, honestly, she can make a whole, like, with her platform. Imagine if she did move to a farm and just started documenting, like, vlogging, like her.
Well, we're gonna be talking about that too with the ranching influencer.
Yeah,
later.
her lifestyle on a farm, and it's like that would be wildly successful. And you know what? You're
one
promoting
season.
good habits.
One episode, one season, maybe.
No. She
wouldn't hack it. I don't think so.
No, but she'd have people behind the scenes.
She
of
could have
course.
McDonald's on the farm. It could be
Assuming it
old
worked,
Lizzo
yeah, it'd
McDonald's.
be a great show.
See, we used to have this cornfield, but we're actually going to clear it for a Sonic drive-through.
I'm down.
You know,
I'm so down.
There we go.
I'm sorry, but I found the last line about how she's saying that her look, like what she is going to be the beauty standard, to be a threat in a way. It felt like a threat. She says,
really does
and what I'm
sound
doing
like
is
that.
also. What stepping into my confidence might be the most blabbering liberal leftist BS. Like it's like my truth.
Or
what the fuck does stepping into my confidence even mean?
That means that
manifesting a
you've
man that makes
accepted-
$500K.
I apologize for the F word. What the F does stepping into my
I can
confidence
explain.
even mean?
It means accepting you have no control over your own actions, so you're just gonna wear it like a skin suit that is you.
Well, it's a very large skin suit, if that's what it is.
Just gotta manifest, dude.
It's a fat suit.
It says, Weird Al performs the song. He has the song "I'm Fat." It's like Michael Jackson's "Bad," but and he performs it in a fat suit. I don't know if he still does, but he did up until like a couple years
What if
ago.
Lizzo covered that song?
That would be amazing. I mean, that would actually be amazing because it would be like owning it.
That'd be based.
In a way. So, I would love to know what the hell stepping into my confidence actually means, but also saying that the power to create my own beauty standard, and one day that will just be the standard. That is scary.
It is like, I know we're kind of getting towards the end of the segment, but it is frustrating when you think of like other really talented artists, and it's like Lizzo's kind of like just this day and age where you can't just be a beautiful, talented artist. There needs to be something wrong with you, and you fighting against the haters is what makes you special. Like I'm thinking of like Alicia Keys or Beyonce, or
Go
Taylor.
with the Alicia Keys reference. I just saw
It's
a video.
always been like that,
I kid you not. TMZ just had a video the other day. It was like Ashanti is kissing Nelly at this concert. I looked at my computer. I'm like, what? Yeah, I was like, what the hell year is that? I literally had to look. I'm like, no, it says 2023. What the hell year is it?
Yeah, so it's just like they were on top of the world, still you drop either name and people are like, "Oh yeah, they're great. They're very talented." But it's like they didn't need some crutch to lean on to be popular, you know?
Who's an example of a larger artist, like somebody, maybe not Lizzo's side, that was bigger before?
The guy, I actually just read about it. The guy that did the cover of Over the Rainbow, the Hawaiian dude.
Apparently he wrote. Apparently he went into the
38.
studio and did that in one take.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a myth. That's just an infographic that I read one time.
I've read that too. I don't know, but he died like a few years later after that song got popular.
Who is the guy who won the first American Idol? Somebody will remember this.
Taylor Hicks. Is that his name?
There was
oh man.
No, there was a bigger guy who was like first or second at the first American Idol, and he was a big dude, and that was
who won? Kelly Clarkson didn't win it, or did she?
I think
she was the first winner, right?
It was like somebody might remember the name. Even she's kind of big now, like Kelly Clarkson is.
Oh yeah.
She's already won American Idol. That could be false.
Meatloaf, Chubby Checker.
I was gonna say Meatloaf.
Fats Domino.
Biggie was
Domino.
Biggie was big. But
and Biggie used it to his career.
Okay, how about somebody who doesn't use it in their name?
What if Biggie was alive today and had to like talk about
what if Biggie was Tupac but got skinny?
No. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ruben Studdard. That's his name. Imagine if Biggie was still alive and we had to listen to interviews of people asking him questions about fat phobia. Maybe we were better off from the timeline we're in to keep that from happening. 'Cause I don't want to hear Biggie talking about fat phobia.
Ruben Studdard?
Yeah, that was his name.
Okay.
Oh man.
Huh.
All right. What about Kelly? I'm sorry, Rachel Ray. She's kind of a bigger lady. Does that?
I don't know if she's like.
She also does a cooking show though.
All those cooking show ladies are bigger though. If you watch
Ruben Studdard got runner-up from Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken.
What about Tiny Tim? He died. He was pretty fat.
Yep. What was I gonna say? All those chef hosts end up getting big because I've been watching that Chef with Selena or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can see the progression from season 1 to like I think they're on season 2 now. It's like you can see her getting bigger.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.